Some much needed beneficial rain, but a tropical system nonetheless is now moving across the Philippines, specifically here around Samar, Leyte into Visayas, even over towards Cebu, seeing the first rains in quite some time out here. But the big thing is you get that short time heavy rain, you got these areas of convection coming on shore, and it could cause localized flash flooding as well as gusty conditions out near the coast. Now, the good news, at least at this time, this storm system does not have a lot of time to develop further before coming on shore, likely there right around Tacloban as we go ahead through our Saturday morning, then just skirting the coast across the Bicol region and then moving past Catanduanes and eventually remerging back into the Philippine Sea, where it could intensify at that point up towards a typhoon status before turning towards the north and hopefully staying towards the south of Okinawa in Japan overall for that matter. But at least for the time being, signal force warnings are in place from Siargao out here in northeastern Mindanao, extending all the way across Catanduanes into the Bicol region, all the way almost halfway through southern Luzon as well, and even northeastern Cebu under signal force 1. No signal force 2 at this time, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do see the strengthen just a little bit more if we do get some signal force 2 in parts of Bicol over towards Samar as well. But the big thing, it is not the winds, which the signal force warnings are really all about. It is going to be that rainfall. This graphic really interesting because it shows you that total moisture flow that this storm system is tapping into, being pulled in all the way from Indonesia across the tropics here. And really it is tapping into just this moisture engine that is going to continue to push onshore, and then eventually, even as our storm moves towards the north, it's going to tap into this moisture from the west and start to influence our area here with increased precipitation along the west coast of the Philippines. So there's a two-pronged factor here. For now, though, this is a look at the satellite imagery, infrared enhanced here with our graphics from Metro Weather, by the way. Already seeing some of those bands push across the Cebu area. Watch even all the way back towards the north. We kind of get that extra enhancement moving into northern Luzon well ahead of this. It just shows how these tropical systems not only influence around the core, that center line track, but also just the overall expanse of it and how it just controls the weather, extending all across the entire Philippines with that increase in those showers. ECMWF much further west, as I was kind of alluding to several days ago, than what we were seeing just 24 hours ago. The ECMWF showing this get closer to Manila with increased showers into Manila, very well possible. Before this particular model shows it stalling out just south of Pangasinan and turning towards the north, skirting the southern Sierra Madre Mountains before kicking off there. Now, with this westward trend, wouldn't be surprised if places like Angeles, Subic, extending back towards Iligan, all the way even over towards the Cagayan Valley, get in on some of this rainfall too. If it stays over land longer, of course, the intensity would stay relatively weaker, but I think a lot of the guidance is counting on this re-emerging back over the ocean and then tapping into those warmer waters before this scoots towards the north, passing just south of Okinawa, Japan. I want to show you that one more time for our friends in Okinawa. There's this front that's going to start to kick in from the north right in here that should keep it just south of you, but we're going to keep an eye on it. All right, here's a closer look for the Philippines with that increase in rainfall throughout the day here on Saturday, extending across Samar, Bicol, even Mindoro getting in on that rain too. Yeah, Manila, you're going to be seeing plenty of showers here throughout the day on Sunday, extending back towards Pangasinan before, like I mentioned, this slams into the mountains here, but really a good portion of northern Luzon by Monday afternoon. It's going to tap into that precipitation. You're going to get a little mix of this as well. So everybody gets a little rain here for you. And you can just see that here with a total precipitation outlook across pretty much the entire Philippines. But these areas in the darker reds indicating 200 to 300 millimeters of total precip. And that's not I mentioned. This is much needed rainfall, but too much in a short period of time, of course, can cause issues, especially when we're talking about localized threats of flash flooding. So our forecast for our day here on Saturday, here's all the rain that you could want For the flyover, I don't think there's any way of getting around it. Today's flyover is pretty straightforward. You're going to see the rain. There you go. I did it. I did my job. You're welcome. Time for me to go home here. Remember, though, floodwaters can rise at a fast rate depending on your situation. I know it's been dry, but that also can increase risk of runoff. So just something to keep in mind for that threat of flooding. And know that information from official sources. I am not an official source. I will stress that again. But, you know, I appreciate you just trying to gather more information. Stay safe out there. That's the key thing, right? All right. Also, obviously, waves, not a great time this weekend to be going surfing or just riding ferries in general or anything like that. It's going to be pretty nasty across the good portion of the country, especially from Mindanao off here towards the north. Whew, a lot of messy weather here to be had, so we're going to continue to keep you posted here at Western Pacific Weather. You can follow Western Pacific Weather. Follow me on Facebook at Robert Spetta Weather. Also, hit that like and subscribe button. It does go a long way. It costs you no money, and hopefully we can get verified on this channel, and we can get more information out to everybody. So that's kind of the end goal here. We get up to 100,000 subscribers, but also a huge thanks for everybody on Patreon who does also support this channel. It goes a long way. So just keeping these updates going. All right, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. And number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there, friends. I hope you have a great day wherever you are.